This is my recipe for the most delicious sourdough cinnamon rolls. I start with 2/3 of a cup of milk, 8 tablespoons of melted butter, 1 egg, and 100 grams of your bubbly sourdough starter. I add 2 tablespoons of sugar and also a teaspoon of salt. And then I slowly start adding in 3 cups of flour and letting that mix together with my paddle at first. And then I switch over to the dough hook after just letting it rest for about 30 minutes. And I put my dough hook on there and let it start kneading the dough for me. I set a timer and let that go for about 6 minutes. This dough turns out pillowy soft and so pliable and easy to work with. I was so impressed. I got a bowl with some oil in it and shaped my dough into a nice ball and put it into that oiled bowl, covered it with some plastic wrap, and I set that out on the counter and let it rise overnight for about 8 hours. So it is a really good idea to do these the night before if you're planning to have these cinnamon rolls for your breakfast. You can leave it sitting out overnight. So in the morning, I got the pans ready by putting some butter in the pan and getting ready to do the filling here. The filling is 2 tablespoons of butter, 1/2 cup of sugar, a tablespoon of cinnamon, and a tablespoon of flour I put in there. And you're gonna mix this together really well. Just keep pressing the butter into the sugar and all the ingredients until it gets very evenly mixed through and it turns into a moist crumbs there. Here's our dough after it got doubled in size overnight. It is beautiful. This dough is so easy to work with and just delicious, absolutely delicious. So I pulled it out of the bowl here and I got to roll it out to about the size of my pad that I'm working on here. 16 by 12 is what we're looking for. And I just kept working with it, getting it out, maybe even I made it maybe a little bigger. I put the cinnamon sugar mixture here in the middle, and then we're just gonna start from the end and roll the dough up with all that cinnamon sugar mixture in the middle. And then we're gonna take our pastry cutter and just cut the rolls. I saved that end one just to put on the side, and I put the pretty ones all together in my spring form pan. I put as many as I could in there, and I just had 3 extra that I did in a separate pan. But then I let them sit and rise for about 2 more hours before I baked them. And they looked so good before they went into the oven. I'm going to do the frosting really quickly. 2 tablespoons of butter, 1/3 cup of cream cheese, 1/2 cup of powdered sugar, and then 2 tablespoons of milk. And I just whip that up until it turns into a very creamy frosting. It was delicious on top of these. I baked the cinnamon rolls for about 40 minutes at 350. And they came out golden brown and just absolutely delicious. I put some of that frosting right there on top, and my kids devoured these things. So good.